Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is The Levanod. Today I'm going to do another review of Good Smile Company's new figure, Nendoroid Astro Boy. Now, this figure came out in August 14th, 2025. So, this is a new figure, and I'm never a fan of Nendoroids. The first Nendoroid I've ever bought for myself is the SpongeBob one, and he falls apart, but he's easy to put back up and put together, so nothing's broken. But these are very well. I have a lot of things to say. We're gonna talk about that. So right off the bat, this is a new figure I've been wanting to get for quite a while. Hold on, let's go back to it. Figure I've been wanting to get quite a while. And when I heard about this, I've been wanting to try to get a new Astro Boy. I've been rewatching the 1980s Astro Boy. I know there's the 60s one, which I've seen. I know there's the the early 2000 one, which is also looks very nice. And then there's the mangas, which I haven't read, but I know that I've read comic books, but never mangas. But I know that Astro Boy's been around since the 50s, so he's been around for quite a while. So when I heard about this, I was like, I never liked Nendoroids. I was worried about the proportions to be a bit too big, the head looking way bigger, because with Nendoroids, they usually have adult characters, and they make them look so weird and wonky. But with Astro Boy, it makes sense because he's a little boy robot. So it makes sense. He's just a kid. He's tiny. This proportion makes sense. So I hesitate many times, but then I got it. You could get this like for $40, $40. Well, it's on sale right now on Amazon. But let's look at the package. The package itself looks. I like it. I don't like the front. I don't like the. Well, it looks way better. Because usually with the SpongeBob one, it kind of looked really not that much going on until you look at the back, which we will talk about. But the front looks very nice. You have a nice big window that you could see. And usually with the Nendoroids, they're always in little bags. So just be careful with that. And really a lot going on. Well, a lot more on the back. But we got Good Smile Company right here. I don't know what that is. Does that say Astro Boy in Japan? Where is this company at? Where is Good Smile Company at? Is because with yeah, because it says made in China. So where is this company from? But anyways, if I got it mistaken with the wrong place, I apologize. Please forgive me. But it says Astro Boy right there, unless it says, oh no, Nendoroids right there, and it has the number 2450. So I know these are numbered. Why? I do not know why. But we also have a little sticker right here if you look closely. A nice little sticker, a golden sticker to, I guess, to show it's true, authentic. I don't know. They didn't show up with the SpongeBob one, and I ordered that one on Big Bad Toy Store. So I know I didn't get some bootleg ripoff. But not bad. And you have a nice little image of Astro Boy. They really do a few better. You could do way better poses than what they show in the picture. Right here, nice and simple, not that bad, pretty good. To the side, we have Astro Boy right here, just walking. We have him standing, very adorable, very nice. And then we have him crying, just looks like he just fell down. And then we have him just, well, using his little boot rockets, but not bad. And the bottom also shows a little picture right here. Usually they don't do that, but with import figures, I know they always do. So with this figure, like I said, came out in this year, 2025, around in August. And I was a bit hesitant to pick this up because I was like, oh man, I don't like Nendoroids. But I'm pretty much very much surprised with this figure. I really do love it, actually. And am I gonna get more Nendoroids and do a video of? No, this is gonna be the last Nendoroid figures because with the SpongeBob and with the Astro Boy, it makes sense for their scale. And everything else just looks awkward to me. So, there we go. So let's take a look. So right now, right off the bat, let's just look at his little rockets. Well, flames to his rockets. Very nicely painted, very nice. Not that bad going on here. It's just a clear plastic. You see some orange and you see a little bit yellow, and then you just see it just very clear. But man, I don't think it looks bad. When you put it like this, upside down, it kind of looks like a candy corn, a clear candy corn. But Not that bad. It's easy to put on with this. Sometimes it could make the boots a bit too loose. Sometimes it makes it too tight or too loose. So I just want to let you all guys know, but it will still attach and work very fine. Actually, I'm gonna, since we are gonna use poses, gotta be careful with that. And then for 2 of his hands that he has, he also comes with a little gun pointing shooting hand. Because I know he does shoot like little, what's it, little laser beams? It's something else he shoots it, from his hands. But very nicely painted. Well, really nothing much going on here, but it's fine painted. No little scratches, no nothing. Well sculpted, I like it. Not that bad. I like it. It's not that bad. So, it's really nothing much to say except it just looks good. It's nicely painted, no messed up scratches, no nothing. Sculpted very nice. Surprisingly a bit detailed with the fingers, but not bad. And then we just got a basic fist, still well detailed with the sculpt. Paint wise, well, this is just how Astro Boy looks. So really, not that much paint goes on. So looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I mean, he does have a lot of color with Astro Boy. He's an adorable character. He's a badass. I like Astro Boy. He's a pretty cool character. So next up, we have his other fist. Yes, you can switch this off, but yeah, they put one of his fists right next to his other accessories, and yeah, it's just him. I guess you could just maybe have his like him ready for like a big punch, maybe you could say. But yeah, he just has his hand in a position, his arm, I mean, in a position. And then next up, we have his arms that you could have him attach. All you gotta do is just take it off, put this one first, and then clip this one last, and then you see that little square. Then you want to attach it, and it's pretty easy. So I will show you guys that later. It's not bad. And this next one is a very adorable head sculpt. I love these head sculpts. I wish well, we're going to talk about the head sculpts later, but this head sculpt, it's different from what it is. Oh, let's see, we're going to actually put these right there and the other accessories, because we are going to look at a lot of stuff. So I want to take my time with this, but and show you guys the new things about this, because I never messed with an Nendoroid like this before, but first time. But with this head sculpt, it looks very nice. He's blushing way more than his other ones. Like, you can see his cheeks, they're pink, they're very well painted. And then with this one, he's just blushing way more. You see extra lines right there. It's more bigger, more brighter. And you have his eyes just pointing to the right. I wish they had an, we are going to talk about that later near the last head sculpt. But it looks pretty good. Very well sculpted with the little tiny nose. Lips looks pretty good. Cheeks looks pretty good. Eyes looks pretty good. Eyebrows looks pretty good. Ears looks pretty good. I like how it looks. He really looks like he popped out of the anime. I love it. I love it. I don't know which era. You could say the 60s era. You could say the 80s. Maybe, well, not decades. I mean, well, you know what I'm trying to say. I apologize. I'm just so excited to review this. I'm just saying the different eras that you could have him. There we go. Maybe he looks like in the 60s. Maybe he looks like the 50s. Maybe he looks like the 80s or the early 2000s. Whatever you want to think. But he looks pretty good for what it is for this small little guy. And then next up, this is the one I want to talk about, because we could have had something else. We have a little crying Astro Boy. Very sad. We don't like Astro Boy being sad. The tears, the little teardrop looks pretty well painted, very well done. The eyes look pretty well done. I mean, it's just his eyes looking up and his eyebrows just in a different position, but that's about it. But what I wish is we could have a normal look with his eyes looking forward, and with because with this one, we're going to talk about all of them. See, he has his mouth open, looking more happy. And then we have this one with his mouth closed, looking happy. And then we have this one with his mouth closed, looking very sad. I felt like we could have had one, like, him in an action pose. Like Astro Boy, like, an angry Astro Boy head. I think that would be pretty cool. But instead, they give you a little crying face, which is not bad, but I'm like, I'd rather see something else, you know? But, I mean, it's fine. But, yeah, so, not bad with the accessories. We are going to take a look at everything else. But with Nendoroids, he looks adorable. He looks great. I like it. So let's talk about Astro Boy from top to bottom, head to toe, shoulders, knees, and toes. You know what it is, guys. We're here to look at this whole figure because I like to be honest about what I want to say and what the things I buy, and well, see if it's worth it. So with this Astro Boy, his head, his body, his proportion, I thought it would look bad. I thought it would look awkward and very strange because with Nendoroids, I thought they would be usual, like, bigger heads. But with Astro Boy, he's very small, but fits very perfectly. Let me just grab my Piccolo, for instance. My Piccolo SH Figure Arts from Dragon Ball Super. Look at that. He stands very wonderful. And since Astro Boy is a little kid who is just a robot, it makes sense for this height. It makes sense why he's small. It makes sense. When they do an adult character, like, I know they did a Kratos Nendoroid, a Batman Nendoroid, other anime Nendoroids, but they look so bad. I don't like how they look. But with this one, with this Nendoroid, it looks very, very good. And I like the way it looks. His hair, his hair is very shiny. I like that because usually that's how it is in the show. It would usually just reflect some lights off his hair. So I like how they did that. And then his skin tone is just painted matte. Very nice. And then his little trunks, if you want to call them, or shorts, trunks or shorts, I do not know. But they are also a little just a bit shiny, but that's good because that's how it is in the show. And then we have his little belt area, if you want to call it. And then we have his boots, which, my goodness, they look very nice and shiny. So, but in the 80s show, I don't remember how it is in the 60s or in the early 2001, but in the 80s show, which I'm rewatching, there were someone else's boots he borrows, and they're like boots. They're not supposed to be shiny, but when Astro Boys wear something like these boots, all of a sudden it looks all shiny. I don't remember how it is for the other animes. I gotta rewatch it, all of them. But my goodness, they really brought Astro Boy to life, and I like this. The boots looks great. The head looks great. The back, it has a little pig right here. Mine is a bit loose, but when you have the thing on a certain angle, it could hold up. Oh, hold on. See, and this is what is wrong with some of these. Their joints are a bit too tight for the peg. So you're really gonna have to, like, push it. There we go. So yeah, you gotta do it in a certain angle to hold them still. But either way, so here's the thing with me. Never bought Nendoroids, but I want to do a whole deep dive with this because you could look at the proportions, look at the articulations. You have up. You could take off the head and switch the ball around because it's on a little ball. I guess a little ball pig, even though it's just connected with another pig. Anyways, so you could have him look down, looks pretty good. Up, okay. Down looks pretty good, okay, not bad. And then up, not that bad. It's okay, you know. And then you could have full articulation. Well, kinda, since head is too big, so you could only articulate your arm this far, front, side to side. But if you do take off the head, the peg is forward. But if you switch it around and angle it right here to a left, right, side to side, there we go. You wanna also be careful. So if anything happens with your joints, just to let you know, if it breaks, you do get an extra little joint. Has a little smile right here, right there. I don't know if you can see it from Good Smile. But be careful, because I don't know if you could replace that with the neck joints. Or, hold on, let me see, with the neck joints or the legs. Maybe both. They look like the same, but just in case. So there you go. Look, so you could move his head side to side, and then you could have his arms still not going that far, but he looks adorable. Look at that. I love this. I love this so much. So, continuing with the articulations, with his legs, it's on a little ball peg, so you could just kick it up like that. Back, really not that much. But forward, really, really good. But back, not that much. And then you could also turn around. You could also take this off. I'm going to talk to you about this, about the whole figure, because I'm going to get in a deep dive, and I mean a deep dive with this figure. So, if you look closely, it's on a little peg with the ball in it. Not ball peg. What the fuck? It's been a while since I've done a review. Y'all guys know I haven't been uploading for quite a while, so I apologize. But with this joint, you could just move it side to side. So instead of you want to kick forward, maybe you want to kick to the side, it does that. So it's really not that bad. Feels pretty good. And then you could just move the feet as well. His tiny little feet. Just swivel. Even with his rotation right here. But we're going to talk about a lot about this toy. Because, let me show you. So, you can take off the head. Okay? Yeah. You can take off the head. And let's look at the different head sculpts before we do this. Because, actually, yeah, here we go. I'm going to put the head sculpt right there. And then take off the arms. Then we take off the other arms, take off the hands. You can also take off the top part. There we go. Take off that. Take off that. And there you go. Is this supposed to happen? I don't know if it is, but I'm kind of fine with this because you could do many articulations and many poses with this Astro Boy since he does sometimes fall apart. And then, of course, to make it, you just take these off, of course, since it does happen. But with this, it's something. I've never messed with Nendoroids, and this is the last time I'm ever gonna get a Nendoroid because with SpongeBob and Astro Boy, it makes sense for their heights to look like that. They look small, and Nendoroids always look so weird to me. But for Astro Boy, it makes sense why. So you could put it back together. Look, see, you could put it back together. Everything's fine. You didn't break it. That's okay. But it was something that I thought I did something. Because I was afraid if I broke this figure. Because this figure is like, I think it was for the time $40, but now it's like $45 now, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But you see there, you can put all the body parts back, and then let's grab a random face. I want to use this head sculpt. We are gonna use all the parts and pieces. So, and you know what? Might as well, we're gonna take off the boots. So, let's take off the boots, put them to the side, use a little, there you go. See? And then when you take off the legs, it would be way more easier for you to articulate them. So, it's very easy. But I don't know if Nendoroids are usually supposed to be like this, because this is like my, I guess, first official Nendoroid, because with SpongeBob, it's more accurate to the source material. He's a sponge, makes sense why he looks like the way he does. But with other Nendoroids, they always look so weird. With Astro Boy, it makes so much sense, alright? It makes sense. So, there you go. Have him flying. He looks so adorable. I love him. This is just a wonderful, wonderful figure, man. And there we go. Hold on. There we go. Oh, see, with mine, it's kind of cricket, but it takes a while. But look, see, he looks so adorable. It looks very nice. He looks like a badass. That's Astro Boy. This is Astro Boy. I mean, my goodness. It feels wonderful. It feels great. Now, let me show you the other parts with him. We are going to take off his normal arm to his other arm. Take off the hand right there. We're not going to switch him out with the fist because we all know what a fist looks like. And then there you go. Nice. he feels good. I like this. He feels very smooth to move around. Maybe because it's so easy to take him off, but my goodness, when you have all the parts back together, it works. It really does work. So, for the last one I want to look at is the little sad face. The little sad face. Even though I'm not a fan of it, I don't think it's a bad looking head sculpt. But it's just, man, I'd rather see like Astro Boy with a angry head sculpt. You know? Maybe like a little, like a cocky grin. I don't know, something like that. But no. So, let's actually have him. There you go. Because when you have him posed up like this, you really can't stand him up. But there you go. He looks like that. And I'm going to have to put all the accessories back. There we go. You want to take this part, the right arm. Make sure it's connected very tight in there. See, connected very perfectly. And then there we go. See, so there we go. Astro Boy, now he looks all sad. But man, he looks good. He feels good. It's easy to move him around. Am I gonna get more Nendoroids? Hell no. I like these. I like these too. Alright, they look accurate to their source material. I do have some of my problems with this SpongeBob, since, well, some of the paint jobs, but you can watch that video. I still like the SpongeBob figure. With this one, I still like the Astro Boy figure. He feels very nice. He moves pretty well. Depends on the angles you do with photography or the way you like just have him stand on your shelf. You're gonna like this very much. You're gonna have fun with this. It feels great to move around. Cause the other Astro Boy that you could get is the Medicom Mafex Astro Boy, and that one goes up to $100 to $200, sometimes $300. So with this figure being $40, I think it's I think it's worth it. I mean, this Astro Boy, he is adorable. He's right to his proportions. He has some good accessories. Not a lot, because I know with some people, they say that Nendoroids don't really have like a lot of accessories. But to me, as long as the figure is good, which is the important part, that's all that matters. But yeah, I like the way he looks. I like the way he is. So, what am I going to give this rating for this Astro Boy? I'm going to give him, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be very much honest. A 10 out of 10. Yes, I said it. A 10 out of 10. I never expected to review a Nendoroid. I never liked the way that they look, but for Astro Boy, since he is a little boy, it makes sense the proportion he is. Because usually when they do adult characters, they look weird and wonky, like the Batman and the Kratos one, and other anime characters that I'm not a really fan of. So, with this proportion, it looks good. It's a 10 out of 10. I know he doesn't have a lot of accessories, but some of these accessories you could do great photography with. And man, I'm happy with this. He looks great. He looks adorable. He's gonna look good on your shelf. If you have a kid or a teen or an adult or friend, boys and girls, men and women, it doesn't really matter. If you are a fan of Astro Boy, you are really gonna like this. And I like to give my honest opinion, and this is how I feel about it. It's a 10 out of 10. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Because anytime I've been trying to search up Astro Boy, it only pops up Astrobot from the PlayStation 5 store. Why? I do not know why, but I don't want that crap. I want this. Looks beautiful. 10 out of 10, like I said. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Hope y'all guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night in this crazy world. And I'll see y'all guys another time. Goodbye.